Welcome to the exRNA data analysis workshop. I'm Roger Alexander, the Scientific Outreach Coordinator for the Extracellular RNA Communication Consortium. And I'd like to introduce you to the workshop, tell you a little bit about the ERCC, and then talk about some logistics before we hear from Rob Kitchen about open problems in exRNA data analysis. So the ERCC is a program funded by the NIH Common Fund. It's been funded in two phases. The first phase, ERCCC1, went from 2013 to 2018. We're currently in a second phase, ERCCC2, which runs until 2023. In ERCC1 was larger than ERCC2. The NIH put a lot of effort into three major areas starting in 2013. Basically, exRNA biology, using extracellular RNA for biomarkers of disease, and then using exRNA to develop therapies. Over 500 publications have resulted from that effort. If you go to exRNA.org and look under the publications tab, they're sorted in 15 different ways. One interesting thing to look at is this ERCC1 in Cell Press link. It'll take you to there was sort of a capstone set of publications in Cell in April 2019, which sort of summarized the effort of ERCC1. ERCC2, the focus changed to technology development. You know, obviously a lot of exRNAs are associated with extracellular vesicles. And so one of the two focuses of ERCC2 is developing technology to sort, isolate, and analyze the cargo of single EVs. I want to give a shout out to Ken Whitwer from Johns Hopkins, who's helping me co-host this, this workshop. He's been running this great journal club since the pandemic started, and Wednesday, there's a talk in that journal club that talks about single EV characterization of tetraspanin, so you should check that out. And the second class of grants were for improving isolation and analysis of exRNA carriers, not just vesicles, but things like RNA binding proteins, and we'll hear about some of that later in this workshop. If you want to see what people are doing in ERCC2, if you go to the About page at exRNA.org, there's a link to a set of interviews we did at the beginning of the program with all of the PIs, and they were talking about their research plans at the time. Finally, I want to just mention that since it's a Common Fund program, the ERCC is part of the Common Fund data ecosystem, which is a nascent effort by the Common Fund to basically every large program has a data coordination center that stores all the data. And so CFDE is an attempt to put all of those on an even playing field so that you can access all of their data sets at the same time in an integrated way. If you go to their portal at nih-cfde.org, you can see what they've done so far. It's a work in progress, but take a look there and watch their progress. So that's a bit about the ERCC. The next question is, who all is at this workshop? So we'll see if everybody shows up. There were over 300 respondents so far. About half of us are postdocs and grad students. About a quarter are people like staff scientists and program managers, and a little less than a quarter are various kinds of faculty. Most people are experimentalists. Maybe 40% are data scientists, or both data scientists and experimentalists. And about 2/3 of us are new to the field. So you know, the idea of this workshop is to bring experimentalists and data scientists together to sort out these problems in exRNA data analysis. For communication between data scientists, I hope we can have some robust discussion of, you know, what's the best algorithm for doing a particular job. But please keep in mind, speakers, when you're talking to, you know, at least to some extent, be in tutorial mode for people who are new to the field. The idea for those of you who are new to the field is to give you a sense of what's out there and who you might work with to analyze your data once you generate it. And people are coming from all over. I want to thank the people from Europe and especially Asia who are involved today, since it's getting to be late evening, which is not the greatest time. I guess it's a good time to mention that we'll be recording and posting these talks unless a speaker requests that we don't because of unpublished data. So if you have friends who, it's 4 in the morning for them, let them know about that. So this is a 2-day workshop, 5 one-hour sessions each day. Each session will be 15 minutes followed by a 10-minute break. There's 4 speaker sessions on Monday and 3 speaker sessions on Tuesday. Each of those will have, most of those have 3 talks. And then there's a discussion panel each day, the last 4 p.m. session on Monday and the 3 p.m. session on Tuesday. And then the last session on Tuesday is a discussion of how to develop an exRNA data analysis challenge to push the field forward. We'd like to get the community's input about what they think the most important question to develop into a challenge is.